Hello and welcome back to StarCraft. Today we jump right back into direct strike, but this time we're playing the standard mode. There are no commanders here, there are no co-op units. All of the units reflect their multiplayer counterparts just as they exist in the standard StarCraft play. And what's even more interesting, there are no turrets, so you really have to make sure that you have a good line, because otherwise you're just gonna lose your turret because there's nothing in front of it to tank for it. It really changes the meta around. A lot of times you'll see me in commanders mode go immediately for an extractor or such. That is not an option here in standard mode. You will just outright lose the game. And that makes things a little bit more interesting, I think, in many cases. Now here it looks like I'm facing off against a Protoss. He was going, well, mass stalkers, which you guys, or at least starting mass stalkers, which I know you guys are familiar with. It's not a new strategy here. So what I'm gonna do is get a tanky front line that can deal with them, and then have some Zerglings in the rear to help burn them down. You'll see my teammate is going for the Zergling heavy rush, and it looks like one of their players did not spawn a wave. So that's just going to cost them HP on their turret, which is going to be really rough to deal with, especially considering my third ally is also a Zerg and is coming up to Banelings preemptively against those Marines, which is going to cost them their... Is it going to cost them the bunker? No, but it will be close. Look how close it is to going down already. I'm going to get +1 armor, +1 weapons, so I can try to push through their stalker wave here. And come on, Zerglings, come in from this side, do your work, chase them down. I don't think we're going to win this one here, boys. I think they have too many stalkers here, and the upgrades were not well placed. Oh dear. Alright, let's get more stuff then. If they want to play that way, let's keep going. Dear. Yep, there are the banshees. This is what I was worried about here. Running for the counterattack. Well, thankfully we do have queens, so let's keep getting some more roaches. But once that banshee cloak comes in, we're going to be in a real bad way. I need to start getting up to tier 2. Dear. You know what? I'm going to do the proper thing and trust my teammate to deal with it. He should be going tier 2. Yes, he is. To deal with the banshees, and I just need to push through my wave and don't let them stack, which I think we can handle. So long as I have Zerglings on this side that can damage the stalkers when they blink back, we should be okay. Now, unfortunately, I really can't afford to let him have more stalkers than I have roaches, which is currently the case. So I need to mass spam those out. We're getting a lot of money right now, which means I should be able to go like this. Yes, those banshees are coming in to eliminate my roaches, but that will be fine, so long as I clean out the stalkers and let my teammate come in here with the queens. This is something I've seen a lot in the standard mode. Banshees into battlecruiser, which makes for an interesting matchup, because we can do things like push onto their bunkers super hard, but then they start stacking, because it's really difficult to break out of the anti-ground mode into the anti-air mode when you've only trying to push for their bunker. This is one of the reasons why I keep getting queens here. Let's see, we should... Ooh, are we going to fight on top? No, we'll be fine. We'll be fighting on this side of the line, unless those zealots make it across. Nope, they claim the middle bonus during this fight. That's not ideal. Oh dear. Alright, well, it is what it is. Honestly, some more Zerglings should help out with this. Or just more roaches. More things will solve this problem, because we are going to win this wave. Uh-oh. Banshee's coming in to save the day for them. Not ideal. Alright, let's just tech up here. We're not going to have this new tech available before the next wave spawns, but we should be able to get this bunker, at which point we will pay for our first extractor so that we get consistent bonuses ahead of them. Let me get a couple more queens before the wave spawns. How much do you cost to get? Yeah, 165. That's not going to happen. Very good. It's so beautiful to watch the banelings roll across. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to get some banelings of our own, actually, now that they're seriously investing into the zealots. The zealots, he didn't have that many of them this time around, or last time. He was going more stalker heavy. This time, definitely need to deal with those stalkers, or those zealots, differently. And probably the best way to deal with that is going to be banelings. So let's just go ahead and fit a bunch of banelings right back here. Let's fit them on this side. That way they filter around the side and collide with the zealots. I'm going to put some zerglings at front so they take shots, and then we'll be okay. I'm not going to invest into these speed upgrades for the zerglings and banelings. It's not going to be that big of a deal, considering we don't really need to rush across the field for them. We have a front line, the tank, and their zealots are coming into us. I don't need to do things like make sure that my zerglings make it to their line. It's not important. As long as the zealots come into our banelings, I won't need baneling speed. A wave like this, where the front line is primarily made of banelings and zerglings, absolutely. My line is just meant to deal with whatever filters through to come to us. Now at this point, it looks like we're starting to stack up and deal a significant amount of pushing here. Remember, they don't have turrets or anything to get in the way to stop us from pushing forward. So as long as we... Oh dear, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with these battlecruisers, which shouldn't be too hard so long as I keep getting some more ranged units here. There we go. Alright, let's just get a bunch of hydras here. Deal the damage, and a couple more queens, maybe one or two more queens. And that should really help out here. I do want to get the hydra range. As you guys notice, we have a range of 5 and a range of 8 on there. That's not good, because that means the hydras will have to trickle through really hard. Not ideal. There we go. Yeah, teammate also going with the hydras to deal with the battlecruisers. Ball of Terran Bio colliding against banelings. It's so beautiful. I'm actually kind of surprised my teammate's wave has managed to live as long as it has, considering there's swarm hosts involved. Usually swarm hosts are the indicator that you're giving up the wave and hoping that you can stack. Alright, you good? Alright, well, we got rid of a lot of them with that. Alright, now it is time to deal more damage. Alternatively, I could go with Infestors. Infestors with Neural Parasite can deal with these. Infestors also can fungal growth the stalkers and keep them in place. I'm really looking to start doing what my teammate here is doing. Have a bunch of hydras that can just burn down the battlecruisers. Now, unfortunately, that's looking like that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Go ahead and get some more hydras back here. One more. Alright, nice. And then another attack and ground upgrade. There we go. Now, a lot of you guys will be asking, like, why don't I go gas here? That's because we're not pushing into their base, we're pushing against their wave and getting knocked back. We have the economic advantage because we own the middle, which is pretty much guaranteed economic advantage. Alright, come on, banelings, crush into the zealots, clear out that side. There we go, that's what we're looking for. So all I have to do is make sure that we're pushing into their base and guarantee that they have guarantee that they're not pushing back across the middle line. Because that's where we start losing our economic advantage. So long as we're pushing forward, now we're starting to push into their base. Okay, so long as we're continuing to push forward and not getting pushed back ever, then they will not be able to maintain or regain the economic advantage. And that's what we're looking to make sure happens, that they don't ever regain economic advantage here. It means we'll just simply scale faster, or rather, our numbers will grow faster than them, and we'll eventually win, which is generally how you want to be playing this kind of thing. Additionally, we could start using that economic advantage to tech up and unlock harder counters, things like the Infestors for those broodlords, or I mean for those battle cruisers. Oh, we've actually done whole damage. That's permanent damage to their planetary fortress. Yes! Ah, here we go, boys. Alright, time to crash in on them and blow them away. Oh, jeez, the disruptors hurt so much. Now, do we have enough hydras to take out the battlecruisers? No, we don't. We do not have enough hydras to take out the battlecruisers, but we do have banelings on their planetary fortress, which is nice. Alright, let's invest into some... I need to get tier 3 to unlock the neural parasite. Ooh, alright, more hydras then. Go here, here, here. Nice. Let's start going into tier 3 to unlock that neural parasite. Additionally, now that we're pretty consistently pushing into the planetary fortress, now would be a good time to start investing into another gas. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. because as we invest into another gas, we'll lose a little bit of ground. They'll push closer to this line, but it does mean that we'll grow faster in terms of quantity of units. So yes, we've given up a little bit of position. We've fallen back toward the line, but now we grow even faster than we did before, which is kind of what we want to do. And I think, are we just going to break them here? Yeah, I think we're just going to break them here. We're going to unstack them. They have nothing but a couple stalkers left, which are basically guaranteed to stack from the previous bits. And then the battlecruisers, which just arrived and are getting slaughtered by my teammate with all the hydras. You can see the Viper pulling this battlecruiser all the way back there, which is guaranteed elimination on that. So now that we can get up to tech level 3, we can start using things like infestors with neural parasites. A little bit pricey, but definitely going to be worth it because that will enable us to keep those battlecruisers on lockdown. Of course, once we neural parasite them, they won't be targeted by our units, but I can do things like warp them into my own units where they can be shot down by my queens and hydras, or Yamato cannon, assuming he has it unlocked, which is not a good assumption. Additionally, and more importantly I think, the infestors will be able to use fungal growth, which will keep these stalkers in place and stop them from running away! Stalkers constantly trying to get away. Here we go. Alright, let's get another one of you. Invest into the pathogen glands and neural parasite. That way my infestors actually spawn with energy and then can neural parasite the battlecruisers. Go. I love the yoinks. Alright, so now as you guys can see, we've managed to hold them in place. Not quite at their base, but we've managed to also invest into that second extractor. It'll take a little while for it to go net positive. You can see it's been down for, yeah, it's that amount of time. It has all the stats there, shows you how much is produced and such. But it'll be a little while before it goes net positive and we can really start scaling here. Let's go ahead and get +3. That's +3 ranged and then armor, because it's going to be good. Nope, nope, you're good. You're doing your things. Here. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Disruptors sniping out my infestors. That just means I need more disruptors, or more infestors, and to scatter them around a bit. They're stacking. They have 3 players stacked. That's not ideal. I believe these banelings and this hydro wave will unstack them. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. No, it's not unstacking them. The battlecruisers are too many. Okay then. Let's make sure we get more infestors and stagger them a little bit. It's not where you meant to be. To be right there. Also not where you're meant to be, but you know what? It's already spawned. I must fix. Go here. Nope. Right there. That's where you're meant to be. That way it will take at least 3 disruptor shots to remove all of them. Because there's no chance. Oh, they've crossed the middle. That's not good. Fortunately, I have banelings to help out with this. Yeah, there we go. Aha! Not ideal. We need more things. Let's get some more infestors. Right here, I should invest into some lurkers as well to help out with all these ground units. Lurkers not ideal versus stalkers because the stalkers will run away, but they work out really well versus the Rainer wave, which will be pushing into mine as they try to cross this end. So if they try to cross this edge, then they'll have to contend with lurkers, which is what they're doing now. We just lost our turret. Not a big surprise considering they have a lot of battlecruisers sitting over us right now. Broodlords. I was contemplating Broodlords. I don't think it was going to be a good option because they have so many battlecruisers. Alright, let's go. We have what is it? Adaptive talents is what I'm looking for. That way they can actually burrow faster. Nice. These aren't SC1 battlecruisers. No, they're not SC1 battlecruisers. Hey, there's the neural parasite. We don't have any cooldowns available. We can't tactical jump it. But it also means that it's not going to be able to tactical jump of its own accord. So it's stuck there now. Forward. Stick you right there. There we go. Come on. They are on our base. Nope. Dear. Dear oh my. I believe we have not played this correctly, boys. I believe we have not played this correctly at all. Battlecruisers are doing terrible things to us, and we did not build an appropriate response to them. Broodlords and swarm hosts definitely cannot contest them at all. And I'm sitting here building lurkers. That's bad. That's really bad. Alright. What else can I do? Yeah, no, the lurkers... I think the lurkers are a good choice. We're still facing off against the Terran bio. Dear. No cooldowns available there. Nice. Yes. Fire. No. Poor infestors getting slaughtered. I could actually use some more infestors here. They are doing well. Slide this guy forward. Put another lurker down if possible. There we are. I'm not actually a huge fan of the corruptors from the Zerg here. Yes, they're good, but they get Yamato'd, as you can see. And in these smallish numbers, it's going to take a long time to go deal with them. As corruptors aren't the hardest counter to... They aren't exactly the hardest counter to the battlecruiser. Yeah, they work well, but you have to have a lot of them. And the battlecruisers just instantly eliminate one of them, just right out the gate, just by virtue of how they work. I love watching the bayonets crash into this side. Alright, so it looks like that we're gonna unstack this. Oh, please unstack that. Don't let them... Okay. Okay. Let's get one more of these guys, and then we need to get some serious blinding cloud in here. Those tanks and those units cannot be permitted to just keep shelling like that. That's not acceptable. Do this. There's no abilities. This is fine. Here we go. Come on. Let me make sure I disable parasitic bomb so it doesn't use that. Yet another. We're going to want a lot of Vipers here, boys. A lot of Vipers. Which will significantly increase the efficiency of our wave. Oh, I am going to be a little bit concerned about the Viper yoinks pulling the battlecruisers into locations where we don't want them to be pulled. Alright. Banelings come in. Blinding clouds about to be available. Please cast on the tanks, thank you. We yoinked it over here, then mind controlled it. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's get another couple Vipers here. We want to have enough Vipers to completely disable the enemy's wave, like, without issue. Just no contest. Their wave is going to be useless. That's how we want this to play out. And then we need to get enough Hydras to deal with these battlecruisers. My lurkers, no. Alright. There we go. That's a lot of Yamato dropping all over our units. Alright, so first thing first, deal with the bio wave. Not going to be too hard with this much blinding cloud. It'll also deal with the siege tanks and this many yoinks. Next up, we gotta deal with Protoss. Protoss does have... Did I see some High Templar in there? I could have sworn I saw some High Templar for feedback reasons. It's fine. He's not gonna have enough... He doesn't currently have enough disruptors to snipe out all of our infestors. So we should be okay here to just be a giant ball of bio and crush every one of their hopes and dreams. I don't have detection. I've been relying on teammates' detection, but it's not an ideal thing to do. Yeah, but Protoss shouldn't be an issue for us. It's going to be this next wave, which fortunately will have the Hydra support by the time this happens. So anything I can do, like these infestors... you need to jump over here so you can't get away. You. There we go. Nice. So any kind of support we can do, like our remaining infestors, for example, will help out immensely. Let's see. I need to get more things. We're stacked super hard, guys. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. The things I need to get more of, I believe, are going to be a little bit of lurkers, so that because they're stacking units and they'll help out against a Rainer the next time. And then also we need some kind of siege artillery, so we can actually deal damage to their base. This will be things like the Broodlords, for example. To some degree, the lurkers work well for that. I think we... Yeah, because we've cleared it out. We're starting to deal damage to their base again. Come on, Lurkers. Get in there. Deal with some of the bio. They tried. He tried, Lurker. This is so much Zerg. Zerg, oh, the blinding clouds. Alright, let's get some more Hydras in here to assist. Yes, I realize they are not siege. Yes, I realize that they're not going to do much versus the base. But I think just dealing with their units, we can let our teammates deal the siege damage with his Brood Lords. And then we'll just walk up and blow everything away. Yeah, like the Hydras are going to work well versus things like the motherships. And that's going to end it. I don't foresee them coming back from this. The Protoss does not have the tools necessary, at least didn't build them to deal with this. As we end with the Corruptors vomiting all... Oh, never mind. We end with the Corruptors getting Yamato cannoned. And here comes my wave, which should disable all the things, and then just win on the ground. Nice! GG. Alright guys, this has been Standard Direct Strike. If you guys want to see more of this, do let me know. And honestly, the reason I wanted to show you this is because there's a Direct Strike Standard Mode tournament coming up soon. In fact, there are regular Direct Strike Standard tournaments that happen on the community Discord. So make sure to let me know if you want to see that kind of footage here. But for now, I'll see you guys later.